What is good, Capricorn? What is good, my love? My loves, my loves, my loves. Give me just one moment. I decided to go ahead and get you guys this reading started. As you know, a lot of these readings are, some of these are pre-recorded and some of these will be recorded live. Shout out to BB. I think I saw you in, I see that you were in the room earlier. Guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming through. I have two IfeNation live, so we're just now starting this channel. So thank you so much for coming and checking us out. So I am fresh off of a personal reading, and I actually was reading for a Cappy, so a fellow Cappy like myself, like yourself, if you're watching this, if you're not in fact a cross watcher, okay? And I just decided to go ahead. It was just a beautiful session, not to get into any particulars about the person's personal business. Child, I've switched around the cards and I've even saged the place. But a lot of my Capricorns, this January so far may have been a month of release. So this timing couldn't be any better, okay? For some of my Capricorns, you're not normally very emotional, okay? Depending on your other placements, for the most part, you Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, for the most part, you don't know if you are emotional. It's almost like you understand emotions. You understand why they exist. You understand that the emotions must be released. And not saying that you're not emotional. It's just you don't sit in your emotions. So January may have you sit in your emotions, but this may actually be a very positive thing, okay? Um, even though she paid me and paid me handsomely for our reading, I found that it was very therapeutic. And as a tarot reader, you can't ask for anything better than when you are the counselor, but you also get something from the reading. You guys are going to have to excuse my hands. If you saw the celebrity readings that I did yesterday, you saw that I was missing a couple of nails, child. And my OCD ass couldn't take it, so I had to fix that situation before I do a new application of a new set of hand jewelry. Okay. Anyway, um, my Capricorns, I think that you're in the rough this month, and not in a negative way. Okay, not in a negative way, but you're really raw, and it's an unusual placement. Okay, I would say that Capricorn isn't always the sign that it's the sign that everyone loves to hate but loves to be intrigued by. You know what I mean? Um, it's a sign that everyone loves to depend on, but then not used to seeing you in a state of vulnerability. Okay, and to me, Capricorn in a state of vulnerability is one of the most beautiful sights, okay? Because you actually get to see what propels all of that strength. To those who are very wise to take the time to, who care, to take the time to nurture is, you have a friend for life with Capricorn when they can be vulnerable with you or around you. Um, and you don't take advantage of that. And you still respect their strength. And I think Capricorn, you have a chance this time around, especially with your associations, to really see, okay? It's not enough for you to have good friends and good associates, right? When you are strong. It's about being able to finally be able to see who's in your corner when you don't have everything, okay? To see the strength in numbers when you are raw, when you are vulnerable, okay? To see what life actually is sending you. It's a lesson in humility, but through your vulnerability, not in the way that other people would like you to be humbled. Okay? Other people would like you to be humbled by their standards because they have issues with humility. They feel as though you should humble to them, where they got that the fuck wrong. Okay? If anything, they should humble to themselves and have some self-respect. Okay? Something that you know a lot about. Okay? And maybe that bothers people. You may have a trying situation with a Leo individual. Okay? That's okay. They'll come to understand. You know, not everyone matures at the same time. Okay? Things should be looking up with a Libra individual that you are maybe possibly in business with. Okay? There's some understanding there. And also Pisces too. Okay, Pisces is definitely in there for the support. Okay, relations with the Aries, who you care for, you're finally seeing the Aries mature into what you've always hoped for them. Most of you I may be talking to are, if you're dealing with an Aries, it on a very small scale, it may be some of you dealing with an Aries. It may be a personal relationship, but I'm thinking that this isn't a personal relationship in a sense of carnal. This would be like a family situation. You are finding that you're very proud of the moves that the Aries is making and the maturity that they're taking in their approach. Okay. Of course, they're still who they are, right? But you're pretty much surprised by how people are taking the reins in your, not necessarily your absence, but in a period in which you are not as active. Okay, and these are people who you can depend on to do what they do best. Let's say it that way. You know, I think Capricorns are smart enough to understand that they can't completely give dependence to others, right? Because of the standards that we have. Let's just call a spade a spade. However, I think that by knocking your guards down just a little bit, right, it allows you to let in the right people. And the people who are not there for the right reasons, you're able to let them go by the wayside. Okay, so let's go ahead and get an overall message. And it could be in reverse. Those signs could be reversed. I mean, it could be in reverse, or it can be that those are different signs. Okay. All right. I'm just pulling the energies when I mentioned those things. Okay, Cappy. All right. So Capricorn, let's go ahead and get the overall energies for your mid-month of January going into February from my Capricorn Sun, Moon, risings. For some of you who started the new relationship with the Virgo, congratulations. I actually think that that's pretty awesome. It looks like it's very promising. So for some of you that I'm feeling that may watch this again, congratulations if you've just started a relationship with a brand new Virgo. This person may be a Virgo with Taurus placements. Okay, win or lose. Okay. New vitality. Okay. Seek the truth. Control. And listen. Okay. So immediately what I'm getting off of this. Okay. All right. Whenever there is a need for you to try to control a situation or feel as though you need to step in to have control, I need you to listen to your intuition. Does this situation call for you to step in to have control over something that's outside of yourself? Okay. At what cost? Okay. You have here love abounds. All right. So overall, you do have some new starts here. You do have some new awakenings. All right. It's your intuition is covering and coding everything. Okay. Especially as we go into February. But what I'm concerned about is I want you to listen to your inner voice. Your it's almost like by listening to your inner voice, I get this feeling that's how you control your environment. It's almost like having omni audience, or clear audience, but having an omnipresence or being able to have some sort of telepathy with your environment. Okay. But it doesn't come by physically going out into the world and trying to control people or circumstances, Capricorn. What this literally comes from is from inner control. And it gives you here, and this ability through your mind and through your thoughts to have things move around in your favor. Okay. And the reason why I say that is that people may be running around you because you're taking this moment of break, taking this moment of clarity, or should be. But they may be running around you with like a chicken with their head cut off. Okay. Win or lose. You may even have these battles. You may have just completed a battle. And now you have new vitality. So it's almost as if, again, some of you may have gotten off with something scot-free, and you have gotten out of a situation that didn't serve you. Well, this new vitality here promises a way for you to see the truth, seek the truth. Maybe you were surrounded by someone who was deceiving you. Okay. Potentially someone who was playing mind games, manipulating your heart chakra. And you needed to trust your mind, trust your inner thoughts. Okay. All right. Trust what was going on in your head space about this. Okay. And by you doing so, you getting confirmation that this wasn't right for me, and things working out in such a way to not only where this enemy to you was revealed, but not only that, you're now in sync with the universe by listening. And you're listening to the messages in your intuition, in your heart, with love abounds. And you're able to observe situations that no longer serve you. And finally, detach. Look at that. In the last step, or last two steps, take the lead and flow. Okay? All right? That's what we're coming into. That's what we're coming into in the month of January. All right? So let's go ahead and get us a Celtic cross spread for my Capricorns. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. From now until the end of the month, and from now until February. Give me a Celtic cross. Happy birthday, Capricorn. We have the Hierophant and the Six of Swords. So a little bit of trouble with detaching here. Okay. Something has been shown to you. All right. And that lets you move on from the situation. Okay. Could be doing tarot. but you're having trouble, or what's crossing you is how to detach. What I'm getting here is that Capricorns generally don't have a problem with leaving a situation. I'm getting literally it's figure out how to do it, whether it's lack of funds, the time, job, like it's something that's physically holding you back from detaching. So this is not an emotional situation where you're needing to detach. This is like something in your physical or maybe mental space, making it difficult because of maybe some things that you are attached to. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And then with the Hierophant, it talks about something traditional. So this could be a marriage, okay, and where it's something that's traditional that we need to leave, or we need to improve. Okay, we need to seek some sort of resolution, and you know very well what you need to do, but you're just having difficulty doing so. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, it is related to family. Okay, so some of my Capricorns in 2020, you're going to be separating from family, okay, or needing to, okay, to free yourself up, all right, for this next phase in your life, for sure, okay. In the past, there could have been a rejection of maybe an opportunity to do so, that may have not been the opportunity, especially when I see the Six of Swords kind of crossing the Hierophant in tradition. Something that was presented to you in the past, just for whatever reason, didn't meet the mark for you. Okay, but it's becoming very apparent that your current circumstances as it relates to family, it needs to end. Okay, something needs to be rearranged. You need some sort of freedom in a situation. Okay, and overall the Empress. Okay, the good thing is that what's crowning you is Taurus energy. We have a lot of Taurus, so you could be dealing with Taurus individual, or you could have Taurus in your chart. But with this energy here, it is most definitely opportunities that are going to open up to you. Maybe it is through you allowing people in to assist you. Okay, allowing people in who have resources, or who allowing people that you can trust in. Okay, letting people, rejecting those who are really not there for the right reasons, even if they're family, even if they present themselves as family. If they're not there for the right reasons, it's time to walk away from those situations, to move away from those situations, and put yourself first. Okay, remember that you are the Empress. What do we have here in the near future? We do have victory here with the Six of Wands. So you figure it out, Capricorn. You ultimately figure it out. Okay, let's go into this Four of Cups, this rejection here. Like literally, you are over it. You see that? On her shirt, she's like, I'm over it. Okay, so I mean, this is pretty straightforward. Okay, it may have been a situation, literally Five of Cups here, something that broke your heart. It could have been in a relationship, all right, but it's the art of knowing that there are two cups behind you, looking over your resources here with the Seven of Pentacles, and saying, okay, this is what I actually can do. This is what I actually can earn. This is what I actually can afford to pay for rent. This is what I can afford on another mortgage. This is how I can move. This is how I can afford to reestablish myself. And then voila, and we're off. Okay. So Capricorn, it looks like you are going to be making some major moves. Okay. And these are long-term moves. Okay. We saw this for the Earth signs, long-term investments. Okay. And it looks like too, some of you may be getting a lump sum. I'm hearing. Mm-hmm. Some of you may be getting a lump sum of money. You're able to redo your whole living space, your whole experience. We have the Six of Wands here. Let's go into the Six of Wands. I'm not going to draw this out for too much longer, but with that Six of Wands, that does indicate victory, you being celebrated, even being celebrated by those whom you finally allowed in. Okay. Okay, you have the Fool card, could be dealing with Aries energy, or this could be energy that takes place. Maybe you finally make that move here at the end of March, beginning of April. Okay, all right, starting to take some leaps of faith. That's really positive. It maybe comes from having that good cry. Okay, starting to see opportunities. Wow, Capricorn, this is really, really positive. Very positive. Okay. All right. It looks like if you were stuck in a familiar situation that was too toxic, it looks like you get an opportunity. Maybe even new love here. Okay. The World card. Okay. Your world, something ends in a new beginning, an offer of love. Okay. With that Page of Cups, something very innocent. Some of you may be moving to a new city, and you may be moving to a new city, and as soon as you move there, literally you meet somebody. Okay, so that means something just as simple as that. I know that that's very basic, but it can work out like that. Other than that, it's almost like you get a sign or a gift from the universe once you take this much needed change, and you take this much needed leap of faith, and you make this leave. Okay, you're getting everything from the universe that tells you that a new world is opening up to you. Take the offer, sweetie. Take the offer. All right. Okay, Capricorn, that is your reading. It's about having the best judgment moving forward. Okay, some of you may even have someone who comes towards you to reconcile. I'm going to tell you it's time to move on. Okay, whatever tradition that you were trying to adhere to wasn't working for you. Okay, if you move on with this Six of Swords, it establish yourself, grant you something that's refreshing. Okay, that's going to be much love and blessings to Capricorn. All right, it's go out there and get you some. All right, much love. Bye.